Hello. As you can see, the stage is set for the academic awards that will be given out today to the 7th and 8th grade honor students. Tomorrow will be the 9th and 10th, and then the 11th and 12th grade. I'm in the auditorium, and it's weird. It sounds a little bit loud. It echoes in here because there's nobody here still. And I can't wait till the pews are full again and we can all be back together. This school has seen no telling how many countless people walk down those halls and sit in these pews and sit in the chairs that were in here before that. Across this stage or the one outside for graduation. Hundreds and thousands of individual students have been a part of this experience here. And we want to honor those who will go on to do great things. And you don't know. People that have attended this school have become, and by this school I mean either Columbia Academy or Columbia Military Academy, which are before us. But graduates of those two schools have gone on to work at, become students at Vanderbilt and Duke and MIT and become scientists and doctors and lawyers and governors and senators and military commanders. There's a lot of people, quite a legacy, and a bright hope for those who come through here. And we just want this to be a place where we learn the things that are of value, that both for your career but also for your spiritual walk. And today's proverb, as we continue working through these 30 sayings of the wise that are found in Proverbs 22, 23, and 24, is a bit of wisdom that sometimes we forget. It's one of those things that you don't learn in an academic setting. It's not the kind of thing that this awards ceremony would be designed to recognize. It's kind of an innate sense of how people work. It's one of the reasons we study great literature, while we read the works of Shakespeare, while we read, Dickens, while we read other incredible works, because sometimes those authors have insights into the way humans are. That just, maybe because we're naive, or maybe because we are hopeful or optimistic, we forget. This proverb is the same type thing. It reveals a piece of information that's useful. It's Proverbs 23, verses 6 through 8. It's saying 9 of the 30 sayings of the wise. And it says, "Do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies. For he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten and will have wasted your compliments." Now, let's not read too much into that, but it basically boils down to people don't always say what they mean, and people are not always grateful to see you succeed. They're not always excited to share with you. This is the kid who has the pack of gum and you ask, "Can I borrow one?" And they say, "Sure," and they hand you one regretfully. And you think everything's fine, and they never forget. So don't be the kind of person who is more concerned with the cost. Maybe that's the warning for us today, to not be the kind of person who is not a cheerful giver. Give freely without concern about whether you're ever paid back or ever given things. Don't be the kind of person who gives but robs people of their joy. And as you receive or as you ask for things, know that just because somebody says yes doesn't mean they want to. So be wise to the way of people and don't abuse people's sense of guilt or obligation to just benefit yourself. So be generous and don't be demanding. There's your thought for today. And it's the kind of thing, like I said before, that the academic banquet may or may not recognize. I hope that you all have a good one, and hopefully we'll see you all soon.